welcome back to another announcement video, or rather an update video on the CIV3 Hunger Games tournament, which is going to be held in 2 weeks' time. Or should I rather say, it's going to get going in 2 weeks' time. It's going to take a little while before the game's actually going to start. Anyhow, I'll update you on a couple of thoughts I have about the tournament. All of this is still in development, so nothing here is final yet, but I wanted to give you guys a quick overview on what I'm currently planning the event to look like. So first of all, for the version of the game that we're going to be playing on, it's going to be the regular MPT patch, but the changes are going to be these for the time being. It's limited to 70 turns instead of the regular 90 turns, and almost all ancient air attacks are going to be reduced slightly in cost. The Archer Bombard is going to be raised from 1 to 2, and the Byzantine civilization is going to be playable. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to the most. It's probably not going to get picked, but I'm planning to have the Byzantines be playable in the event. I'm probably going to change up their trades in one way or another, but I definitely would like to, if at all possible, make them available for the event with their unique unit, and I'm gonna try and figure out in which way that is possible in terms of the trades that they're gonna get. Again, this is still tentative, so everything here could still change, but I'm also very open for your suggestions. If there's anything you disagree with here heavily, please let me know and I'll take it into consideration. For the prize pool, people can still chime in, still chip in a couple of dollars if they feel like it, but for the time being, we're at the basic 200 US dollars that was in from the get-go, plus 49 euros in contributions. So overall, we're above 250 US dollars, depending on the exchange rates at the time that the event concludes, but definitely more than 250 USD. The teams, so far we have these 8 teams signed up here. Again, I'm not going to read them. It's only a couple more than the last video that I released, so you can have a look on the screen right here as to who has entered the event so far. For the format of the event, this one is still up in the air the most. So I originally told you guys that I would just put out a single elimination bracket where you enter at one point and you have to win all the games until the final and win the final to win the whole event prize, or rather the first place prize. Of course, the prize money is not only going to be available for the first place team, but rather it's going to be distributed over the top teams. In any case, this is probably not going to be the case now. Depending on how many people still end up signing up in these next 2 weeks, the format could look very different than what I originally told you. I would prefer to go with one of these two underlined options right here. Either just have the original plan, but add a losers bracket to the event so that, for example, you lose your first match. That does not mean you're eliminated. You get a second chance by playing against one of the other teams that lost their first game and stay in the event. So just a regular double elimination system for the bracket stage is one thing I could go with. The other idea is I might have a group stage where people are where all the teams are seated into 2 or 3 or 4 groups. They play each other a bit, and then maybe nobody gets eliminated yet, or maybe only one team per group gets eliminated, and the other teams get to move on into the knockout bracket. So this option would look pretty much like the World Cup in football or soccer. I could go with that, but I don't want to have 50% of the teams eliminated in the group stage. The group stage would be much more forgiving than that if I end up going with this way. The reason for these two changes is that we don't have that many teams signing up, so there's plenty of room for more games. And also, which is more important to me, this version of the game that we're playing on has never been tried before, so I would like to give a chance to the teams to experiment a little bit and maybe try something out, and if it doesn't work, that doesn't mean that you're eliminated from the tournament right away. So either a double elimination bracket or a group stage where a little bit of experimentation can be done into the regular single elimination knockout bracket could be on the table here. Again, let me know your thoughts on these if you have any strong feelings one way or the other. Alright, so that concludes the video already. There's 14 days left until the applications close, so if you still want to participate, find a partner and DM me until November 14th to enter the event. Otherwise, ask any questions on Discord, Steam, here on YouTube, or anywhere, wherever. If there's still stuff you want to know, or if you want to give any input towards what I just said right here. Otherwise, I'll see you all in the event, and I'm looking forward to still many more applications to come.